Hi. So I told you guys I would make a video on like getting better mentally, like how it's just not worth it to kill yourself ever. Um so me and my cat Bailey are going to talk to you about it. I mean, so many of you are so sad all the time, and it honestly breaks my heart because a lot of you are just some of the most incredible people I've ever had the opportunity of knowing. Like, I mean, I love you guys. Whether we're friends or not, I just love you because you all are like have impacted my life. Like, it's dumb to say maybe, but Tumblr has like changed me. It's crazy to think about honestly how we all did come together, how everything in our lives like led up to the point of just meeting kids from around the world. Like we have so much in common and we all like thrive off of each other and it's incredible, you know? I'm thankful for that, and I'm thankful for the chance to be able to talk to so many of you and be friends with so many of you. And I hate to see you guys sad. I'll get messages from people saying how like depressed they are and that they want to kill themselves. Excuse me. Jesus. And it breaks my heart because it's not worth it. You are so young. All of you, all of us are so young. We have the rest of our lives ahead of us. Teenage years just inevitably suck. I don't care if you're the most popular girl in school, teenage years suck. That doesn't mean that life is necessarily bad. Yeah, there's a lot of things about life that can bring you down or make it seem sometimes that there's really no point, but there is. You're only given one life, YOLO. You're only given one life, and I think you should just live it. I think that it's important to understand that you're here for a reason. Think about it. How weird is it that you're just here? Like, you're living, you're breathing, you're watching this video right now. You're a human being, and you should be living your life to the fullest. I don't know if that made any sense. it's just that we're all so young, and I'm not trying to be a martyr or anything. Like, I've had my share of depression, and I still do. I'm not better, but I'm getting there. I'm trying. I've realized a lot of things, and I realized them on my own. Like, you honestly need to put yourself first. You need to learn to focus on you. No one else can save you except for yourself. Yes, other people can help you along the way and pick you up when you fall, but you are your solution. And that may be scary because you feel like you can't fix yourself. And you know what? Maybe you can't. Maybe you can't right away. But you know what you can do? You can seek help from professionals. You can get medicine. You can do whatever it takes to make yourself well. If you need to pull It's Kind of a Funny Story, then pull It's Kind of a Funny Story. Go check yourself into a hospital. It can only be beneficiary. It can't hurt. I know people who have done it. I know people who have benefited from it. It works. It's there for a reason. And of course medicine can help. I've seen medicine help as well. I haven't taken it. I've considered it. I still might. But like I said, you can help yourself. And you need to, because it's vital. It's important. You can't help anyone else unless you help yourself first. And that is so true. I don't care how cliche it sounds, it's true. You need to help yourself. You need to take care of you because You're all you've got. The end. You are all you've got. Like, you can't waste it. You can't waste all your potential. You can't waste your life. You just need to live. I mean, tomorrow could be the best day of your life. Tomorrow you could walk into a room filled with dozens of people, stumble across one, and end up marrying them in 10 years. If you killed yourself tonight, you would never meet that person, and your soulmate would marry someone else, and forever feel incomplete, and always wonder why, and it's because you won't be here. Your favorite band goes on tour next month, announces it a week from now. You kill yourself tonight, you're not going to go to that tour. You're not going to stand in that crowd with that 100 other kids all screaming the lyrics, sweaty and pushing along with the words that mean everything and more to you. You're not going to get that opportunity if you kill yourself. Imagine if your mom or your dad or whoever takes care of you, someone you love dearly, walks in your room and finds you dead. Just imagine the look on their face. It's not something you want to do to them. Because, I mean, a lot of the time you can say that you hate your parents, blah, 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 blah. And I mean, they may give you legitimate reasons to. I don't know everyone's story. I know that some people have it really hard and go through really unfair things that no one should ever have to deal with. But more often than not, you do love your parents. And you don't want them to bury their child. It's been proven that teenagers, that we don't understand the concept of death. We don't fully grasp the fact that once you're dead, you're dead. That's it. You don't know what comes after life. I mean, if you have beliefs, that's one thing, but you don't know. You can't compare death to life because you've never experienced it. And therefore you can't make a proper analysis of whether or not death is better. So when you say you'd be better off dead, you have no idea. Teenagers don't understand that death is final. It's not going to sleep and waking up when everything's better. It's dead. It's 6 feet under the ground, rotting and cold and alone. That's dead. That's not where you want to be. You want to be alive. You want to be well. You want to be laughing. You want to be listening to your favorite music, reading your favorite books, looking at your favorite pictures, cuddling with your cats. You don't want to be dead. You don't. It's not worth it. And, I mean, this is sort of unrelated, but also related. Cutting. Don't cut yourself. Just don't do it. I've done it. I mean, I know a lot of people have. I've done it, and I regret it every day. I look at my arms, and I see memories I don't want to remember. You don't want to scar your body with the emotional pain you deal with, because in 15 years from now, when you have kids and they look at your arms and ask what happened, what are you going to tell them? I know that's something that personally got me through it, and I know my friends have said the same, that their kids have helped them, even though they're not even hearing it. Just imagine your kids just asking that. And then imagine your own kids doing it. Can you imagine walking in on 12-year-old little girl that's yours, your pride and joy, light of your life and she has a razor to her wrist because she learned from you. The day you get married, do you want your dress with bare arms? Do you want all that? And I mean, we're young and our skin is still growing, so a lot of the scars will fade, and there's scar cream you can buy. It works, trust me. You just cutting is completely not worth it at all. It doesn't make anything better. Nothing good comes out of cutting, nothing. Because then your life just gets 100 times harder because then you're constantly trying to cover up your arms, constantly looking to get another razor in your hand so you can release. And like, it feels good to just sit here like this and not have to worry about my mom walking up the stairs and just seeing me. I mean, when I used to do it, I used to wear a hoodie to bed every night. It'd be scorching hot, and I'd have a hoodie on because my mom wakes me up in the morning and she saw my arms. It would have killed her. And you know what she did? My sleeve was pulled up. I guess because I rolled around in the morning and she saw my arm, and that was that. She took everything I ever used. I found ways after that to do it, and then I just kind of learned to realize, like, what am I doing? Like, mutilating myself. Like, if you ask me, skin is beautiful. Skin is just, like, have you ever just, like, felt your arms? The skin is just beautiful, and you're ruining it. Like, just don't do it. It's a disgusting habit. You need to stop if you do. Like I said, you can only help yourself. Throwing out those razors is the step. Throwing out the matches. Throwing out the scissors. If you feel like you can't stop, you gotta tell someone. You have to tell your mom. You have to tell your dad. You have to tell someone. So that you're forced to stop so that you can get help. There's so much to life that's worth living. And I mean, we don't even understand the half of it yet because we're so young. Like, we don't even have a glimpse of how great life can be, how great it's going to be. We're still growing. Our brains aren't fully developed yet. Bodies aren't fully developed. We're still learning. We're still growing, and there's so much time. And there's so much time for things to get better, and there's so much room for growth. And you just need to do it. You can. You gotta wake up tomorrow and just tell yourself you want to get better. You just do it. Once you get that mindset, it just happens. You do it. You stop making excuses. You stop thinking, everything about my life sucks. I suck. I hate myself. I just want to die already. You just stop and you learn to live and get better. I mean, sometimes it's like, I still feel like sad sometimes. And I mean, of course it's natural too. And I mean, I cry and sometimes it'll just like feel like I want to die. And then I'll get like a new perspective like 10 minutes later. Just be like, what was I thinking? Like, they say that suicidal impulses last 15 to 20 minutes, and if you can get past that, then that's when the rationality takes over, and then you start processing like, what the hell am I doing? Yes. It's not worth it. Don't kill yourself. Stop cutting. Stop it with the depressing Tumblr posts about how it's never going to get better. Because it is. And you can make it better. Sometimes I think that we're bad for each other, all of us. Like, I'm blessed that I've had the opportunity to meet so many of you. But I mean, sometimes it just feels like we all feed off each other's bad energy, and it's like sick. But at the same time, I feel like we all benefit from each other because we know we're not alone. And you're not. You're never alone. You always have someone there. I mean, if it comes down to it, you have me. I'll talk to you. I'll do what I can. I like to try and make people feel better. It makes me feel like I have purpose. And so just remember, okay? Just remember that tomorrow could be the best day of your life. That you don't know what the future holds, but you have to live through it to find out. Just know that in a year from now, things are going to be completely different, just like they were a year ago from this point. Everything is constantly changing. You just have to grow with the change and make it positive. And I know it's easier said than done. I know it takes work. I know that you can't just snap your fingers and make everything better. You can work for it. And it happens. Surround yourself with people who want to see you shine. Kick all the people out of your life that make you feel like crap, that don't treat you the way you deserve. Let people into your life that you can learn from in a good way. You are in charge of your life, and you can make it better. I promise. Just stay alive. Keep breathing. Keep your chin up. Put the razors down. You shouldn't ever let a cold, lifeless piece of metal take away from your beautiful existence. And never let a rope or a couple of pills determine the end of your life. Because you are so much better than that. I promise. You're here for a reason. Live life. See what it has in store for you. Just wait. Just wait. In 10 years, who knows where you'll be. Do something with your life. You can make it better, I promise. I've been talking for 20 minutes. I'm going to stop now. I don't know. I feel like this wasn't as moving as some of you were hoping it would be. And maybe it's not. That's okay. I just want you all to know that you're beautiful and staying alive is worth it. Don't leave. I've said it before, the world is a 150% better place with you in it. Don't let yourself become 6 feet under. Because when you die and the world keeps on moving. And it keeps on moving without you. And you're just gone. And instead of being gone, you could be moving on with the rest of the world and making something of your life. Making everything worthwhile. Okay? So just chin up. Things get better. And like I said, if you ever need to talk, I'm here. Honestly, I don't want anyone to ever be sad or feel like they don't belong, because I know that feeling far too well, and I hate it, and I don't ever want anyone to feel that way. And I'm sorry if you're struggling, and I'm sorry if you feel like there's no hope, and I'm sorry if you think that the only way to escape the mess you're in is to kill yourself. I'm just sorry. But I also know that things can improve, and I know that you can make them improve because you're a strong person. I'm gonna end this now. It's 20 minutes long. I love you guys, and you need to learn to love yourselves too.